Well, good morning my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and I thought I might call this video a quiet Sunday reflection. And the reason being, there are some YouTubers we haven't heard from for quite a while. And it's not that they're not in our thoughts, because they are, but for whatever reason, they're not active on YouTube or some other social medias. Hamim is one. Dave, he's from America. Pop's Orchids. And I think of them often and wonder how they're doing, whether they've decided not to embrace YouTube videos for the time being. I mean, it's not compulsory. We all like to take a break sometimes. You know, we have days away. And but let's reflect on those. We've got Rick Al, of course, our mentor. And I just want to reflect on these people while we enjoy our time with our orchids. We don't know whether health-wise, whether they can't be active on social media. I have no idea. With this COVID-19, it's affected so many people. Luckily for me and my family, we are fine at the moment. But in England, there are almost 45,000 who have died. If the total keeps rising enough, it could reach to the stage where it would be like the whole of the crew where I live being completely wiped off the map. And these people who've unfortunately passed away, there are families who are grieving, and grief usually is shared. People get together, but unfortunately at this moment in time we're not allowed to get together. So it's just a reflective Sunday. It's not morbid, but I just felt the need. I don't know whether these people will still watch YouTube, but if they do, I want them to know that we do think about them, even though they're not active on social media. Now, you might wonder why I'm pointing at this one. And this one's got two new growths. It's got that one, and it's got that one there. Can you just see it tucked away there? And that is a chrysotoxum, Dendrobium chrysotoxum. And I got a little bit of rot down there. So I decided to split that one. I'll show you the other one in a minute as I move my step along. And this is my Chysis lemingii. And that root, can you see that root? So let's just put you on pause a second while I just move this step along. Now I know you'll be seeing pink here, but that's the full spectrum light, and this stays on from when I come into the grow room in the morning. That centre leaf there of the Laelia anceps is trying to break out there, and it's not quite got the strength yet. But believe it or not, on that one here somewhere, I think it was last week, a huge, great big mealybug. Of course it didn't stay there long. I spotted it. There's the other section of the Dendrobium chrysotoxum. And as we move round, you'll see why I've split it and put them on mounts, because they seem to like the mounts. And this is that nice growth there on the Pastoral Innocence. As long as I don't overstep the mark and fall off the edge here, I shall be alright. And that is the Dendrobium, I think it's a Dendrobium pendulum. this time of the year it always seems to struggle. Gets a little bit of rot on those leaves. But there we go, there is Cattleya Forbesii, Forbesii or Forbesii. And that, of course, in the corner is the Phalaenopsis I showed you yesterday. And that is the Barkeria erica. That one with the roots obscured by this nice big Coelogene Bertholdiense. Now, I always get confused with this one. I never know whether when it's growing like that, whether that's a new pseudobulb or whether that's an inflorescence. But time will tell, no doubt. And that, of course, is the Aedes falcata. And this one here is the Cattleya Dusky Maid by RLC, I think it's Bruce Randall. So that's that new growth there. And we've got the other new growth there. And that's got a sheath in. And I was showing you this one, that's Pastoral Innocent. I think I showed you that one, didn't I? And of course, this is the Howardjin Princess, the Phalaenopsis Howardjin Princess. And that's doing fine. And on this shelf here, as I step down, this is the Sergio Aurea Yucasuku story. We've still got another leaf that's not happy. I've lost the leaves from that one. I've lost the leaves from that one. But we've got a new growth there. And if we just manoeuvre that out of the way, this is the Rhynchostylis gigantica peach. A little few war wounds there, but this one's doing fine. It's extending that root, and there's enough. See, can you see that line now? I'll be able to fill that up today. And this is that nice little Cattleya, which split into two. There was two in the pot, and that's Cattleya Gaskeliana. So that's doing fine. Oh, and this is the nice big Angraecum. And that was the root that was inside that leaf. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got that other one going down there. And we've got another new leaf. And this is the other one of the 24 carat, the Cattleya. Is it the Cattleya 24 carat? RLC Yen 24K. And that's the new growth. And that's the Miltassia Royal Robe. And I'm just leaving that alone and hoping that one day it might surprise me. And under this shelf we've got the Phalaenopsis. That's sent out another inflorescence. I changed that media. It's in a self-watering pot, and now that's in inorganic media. And there is the Bifrenara sweet lime, the one that I pulled out of the dustbin. Here we go here. This is Rhynchocattleanthe Fushu Glory Happy Holiday. And believe it or not, we've got a little tiny new growth there. And this is Pamela Hetherington. So that's the Cattleya. Well, it's a BLC. And of course here, there are the Phalaenopsis that are all in, if I go down just a fraction, inorganic media. This one's Wild Peach, the one that's got the cakey on it. There, that's Wild Peach. That one's got a leaf dying back. But I'm not troubled with that one. And that one there is just a recent one. That's the just a hybrid. Sorry about that, I was just tilting the camera. And what's behind me? Bear with me a minute. And here, these are some of the, now I struggle with these, you know. What's this one? Alicera. The first one I had's dead, but this one's actually sending me up a new leaf. Can you see that leaf there? And it appears to be alright. That's an old, this one I've had for donkey since July 16, and that's an Oncidium, a species one called Powii, and I've got 2 new growths. Can't believe that. And this one is the Cambria Nellie Isla Orange. Don't ask me why they're still living, I've no idea. And that one there is the other Alicera. And that one seems to have picked up as well and given me a new leaf. So I must be doing something right, but I don't know what. And just tucked under there, can you see them? Those are the other Phalaenopsis. This one's called Pulsation. Just in the inorganic media, sorry. Just sat under on this shelf. This was one of those that was in that round basket, the plastic one, and if you'll notice, you see the leaf still. Well, I don't know what is happening to it, but I thought, well, I'll give you another chance. It has got roots. And there, we've got another one there. And so those are the ones now. They're all in organic media. And of course, these are all the other Phragmipediums, which are doing very well. And this shelf here, this bottom shelf, I've got another. Can you see there? Masdevallia. That one's still shedding leaves. And that's the Dendrobium there, Hildepoxen. This is a Stelis. And that's the one of the Masdevallias. I don't know what's going to happen to that piece. And of course I showed you those yesterday.